Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one, a real money fuckers magazine. Just drop the cat, just let the cat out of the bag. What we're going to be photocopying, a magazine, indeed. See if we can make this one come up a treat. Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. It is CEO. That's something I'd like to do one day when they have technology to fix the brain damage that I had at birth, my primary disability, and I want to be able to be CEO of a future photocopier company. And this is what we're photocopying, a Maserati article. It looks like an advert, but it's actually an article on the top, on the subject of the company and the person running it. So this is just a bit of, we're interested in that. But yeah, this is rich people's shit, and I'm not interested as CEO in being a greedy one. I want to become a CEO that cares for the environment and cares for humans, for the fellow human being, instead of being selfish and conceited and horrible and nasty just because I want to make an obscene profit. I'm not interested in being like that, folks. I'm interested in making the planet and the human race as the top two important things before profit. Profit can come a measly third compared with the first two. And that's come up looking quite interesting, actually. I was going to make it a negative image. I darkened it, but for some reason that's come up looking quite nice, even though it's a positive image. Going to maybe just lighten it off a bit. But basically I'm not interested in accumulating wealth to the point where the environment or the human race matters not. I'm interested in trying to make the world a better place, basically, through my wealth. I want to make my wealth count for the human race and for the environment, because without the environment we can't have a human race. We don't want people dying needlessly of thirst, of hunger, of poor sanitation or no sanitation. We don't want that, folks. I won't accept that under my fucking watch. I won't, and these rich people of today just don't seem to give a flying fuck about anything else but themselves and their fucking fortunes. They're selfish, they're bitchy. The photocopier industry gets a huge grilling from me. I have no respect for it. I have no respect for the kind of people that are in the industry ruining it and ruining the planet in its wake. I'm not interested, folks, in being like that. Put a gun to my head if I ever become a CEO of that caliber. Caliber? Yeah, get it? Sorry. That wasn't funny, but that was dark, an unintentional piece of dark humour. But basically, I just don't want to be like that, folks. I want to be the kind of CEO that cares, and that's just it. If I care about my product, that means I'm more likely to care about others who use it, and even people who don't use it, the people who need help, the people who are living in poor countries, or even in our own poor people in our own country living on the street. I want to make as much of a difference as I can. Sure, I can keep a fairly large cut, even though compared with what I get, the cut for everyone else will be bigger. But basically, I'll still get a fairly sizable amount to live on, and I'll be happy. I'm not going to be fucking greedy. I'm just not interested, folks, in being like that. But basically, most CEOs love their status symbols. They love their Maseratis, their Porsches, all their fucking Lamborghinis and Corvettes and shit, and really, it's not necessary. I mean, of course, yeah, there's nothing wrong with prestige cars in itself, but they shouldn't be the top priority. Helping others and helping the planet is the top. And cleaning up the environment, mining materials not from a conventional mine where you get virgin materials. I'm talking mining the rubbish tips of the world and the e-waste dumps of the world to make a product that's really sustainable, to make the product last 60 years instead of fucking 5 years, to keep it serviceable, consumables, parts, service, all still happening for roughly 60 years, give or take a few years or whatever. Trying to make the world a better place, fuck it, and make the machines enjoyable to use, put effort in and make it into a real, treat it like an artwork, like a work in progress, like an artist. I am an artist, I am a photocopier artist at this stage. This is my primary talent, but when they have technology to fix the brain damage I had at birth, then I can become a CEO and make something of my life to make the world a better place. And I'm trying to get off Centrelink by getting the 6 o'clock news, Channel 9, interested in my creative use of the photocopier, because I'm trying to get in touch with a lost partner. His name is Luigi. So there's a lot of things going on in my world, folks. Even though I'm disabled, I'm not going to let disability be the key determining factor of how I'm going to live for the rest of my life. I'm going to make a difference in more ways than one. I'm going to use my past lived experiences of a person with disability to help others. So, to help other people with disabilities as well. So there's a lot of work that I want to do. So much to say, folks. So little time. This demo looks really nice. I think we can now call it quits.